It was Sunday morning. The neighborhood was still quiet. Most of the neighbors were not yet awake. But for 7-year-old Adem, a new day had begun. He woke up when the morning sun shone through the window of his room and hit his bed. I must do something different today, Adam thought as he stretched in bed. But he had no idea what to do. Adam's family lived in a small but warm neighborhood just outside the city. His father, Mehmet Bey, was a teacher, and his mother took care of her children at home and participated in various activities with the women of the neighborhood. Her older sister Miriam was 13 years old and spent most of the time on her phone. Although he didn't really want to play with Adam, he would sometimes help his brother. The smell of toast coming from the kitchen made Adam jump out of bed. He hurriedly took off his pajamas, put on his daily clothes, and ran to the kitchen. His mother had set the table and was putting the finishing touches to breakfast. His father was in the kitchen pouring tea and reading the newspaper. "Adam, do you have any plans today?" his mother asked as she handed him a hot cup of tea. Adam shook his head from side to side. "No, but I don't want today to be an ordinary day." His father, Mr. Brain, put the newspaper on the table. His eyes sparkled with excitement. "What do you say? Let's make today a day of doing good. Let's help someone in the neighborhood who needs help." Adam's face lit up. Doing good deeds could be both fun and useful. "Yes, that would be great," he said. His older sister Miriam put her phone away and smiled wryly. "I'm coming too, but nothing too strenuous. Okay?" After breakfast, the family went for a walk around the neighborhood. Their first stop was the grocery store on the corner. Uncle Grocery, who was always smiling, was surprised to see them. "What's up, Mr. Brain? You are out with the family. Vacation plans?" Mr. Brain smiled and said, "Today Adam and Miriam want to learn the importance of helping others. Is there anyone in the neighborhood who needs help?" Uncle Gakal thought for a while, then nodded his head. "Well, there is an old auntie across the street who is having trouble tidying up her garden. You can help her." Adam was excited. Working in the garden sounded like fun. The family thanked him and set off for the old aunt's house. Auntie's house was one of the oldest houses on the street. There were colorful pots in front of the door, but most of the flowers had withered. In the garden there was an untidy table, old pots piled on top of each other, and weeds. Adam knocked on the door. A few seconds later, old auntie opened the door. Her white hair was tied in a bun. Her eyes had a tired but warm expression. "Mr. Brain, children, welcome. What's the matter?" Mr. Brain explained the situation, and old auntie's face lit up. "Oh, what a good idea. I really need to tidy up this garden. But I don't want to bother you." "No trouble at all," Mr. Brain said. "The children are already eager to work." Adam got right to work. The first thing he did was to pick up the dried leaves in the garden. His sister Miriam took a small shovel to pull weeds. His father set about repairing the old table. After a while, Adam took one of the pots to Auntie. "We can plant new flowers in it. Your garden will be much more beautiful." Auntie smiled and said, "You are wonderful, Adam. Believe me, I haven't seen such a beautiful garden for years." Within an hour, the garden was tidied up and filled with new flowers. While Adam and Miriam clapped their hands and enjoyed their work, the old aunt prepared lemonade for them. As they drank their lemonade, she said to the children, "Today you have helped me, but more than that, you have warmed my heart. Kindness is the best way to make a person happy. I hope you will always stay like this." Adam made a promise at that moment. "I will always do good." When they returned home, Adam was very happy. He kept telling his mother and neighbors what had happened. He even made plans to help another elder in the neighborhood the following week. As he lay in bed that night, old auntie's words came back to him. "Kindness warms the heart." As he closed his eyes and fell asleep, he thought of the faces of the people he had helped and their happiness. Adam realized that even a small child can make a big difference to the world. Translated with dpel.com, free version.